Hi folks, Steve Marlowe here. I wanted to touch base with you guys on a couple things that I noticed in your flash fiction. Overall, very interesting work, and there's a lot to go on in all of the pieces that I read. Two things I want to bring to your attention. Number one, flash fiction is best considered um, an art of implication. And what I mean by that is, I want you to imagine flash fiction as uh, uh, a slice of the story. Imagine that a story itself, the larger story, is a pizza, and flash fiction is but a slice. Uh, you do not get everything in the flash fiction, but what you do is you imply uh, the action, you imply the scene. There's no need to explain to the reader because you're letting the reader work with you to create the story in his or her head. That's the beauty of it. So I want you guys to think in the future when you write flash fiction in terms of that analogy that I just made about the greater story being pizza and or excuse me, being a pizza pie, and the flash fiction itself being a slice of the pizza that you're pulling out of it. Uh, One great way to write flash fiction is to take a longer story that you've got that may or may not be working uh, and take a scene out of it and see if that scene can stand on its own. You might also review some more of the stories at Fictionaunt, the link that I gave you where there's a lot of flash fiction, good flash fiction posted. Um, the second thing that I wanted to bring to your attention is use of language. One of the rules of good writing, or not a rule, there are no real rules to good writing. There's all of the rules, quote unquote, to writing are essentially prohibitions. They are best practices of what not to do. And one of those best practices of what not to do um, is to avoid the use of adverbs, i.e. the words that end in ly. Almost always they do very little for a scene or for dialogue, and oftentimes they just clutter things up. What you should do as a editing habit when you go through flash fiction, or any fiction for that matter, is to identify the adverbs on one of your passes as you edit and cut them all out. Save a version of your story on Word and call it adverbless, and then go through and just cut out every adverb and see if the story reads better. In almost every case it will. So, to sum, flash fiction. A lot of you tried to tell the whole story within those parameters that I gave you, and that's really unnecessary. What you do and what you need to do is take a small chunk of the story and give hints and let the reader uh, uh, take implications from those, make inferences from those implications to help you as the writer build the story out here in the ether somewhere. And second, please pay attention to your language. Tighten it up. Make every word count. Make every word pull its weight. All right? Let's try to do a Google Hangout this coming week. Let me know when the vast majority of you will be available. I look forward to seeing your faces. Talk to you later.